Morning, this is the bread for today. We continue with the Sermon on the Mount, and today we are continuing with this part of the Lord's prayer in Matthew chapter 6 verse 9 all the way to 15. And we have looked at our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. We have looked at your kingdom come and your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And today we are looking at give us today our daily bread, verse 11. And Jesus is trying to say something here. He's saying that we should depend on our Heavenly Father for daily provision. And there are few basic things that actually God provides for every person, and that is food, shelter, and clothing. And that God desires that actually we are able to look to Him for daily provision, where we are not worried about what will happen tomorrow or whether tomorrow we will have. And we are living in a world where everybody is seeking to amass things for themselves. And sometimes we forget even to depend on God. We depend so much on ourselves. But Jesus is saying here, give us today our daily bread. And this is a physical provision where we can depend on God to provide for us the food that we eat, the clothes that we wear, and even the place that we stay. And therefore, He's saying that we should not be worried so much because our Heavenly Father takes care of us. And one time Jesus rebuked His disciples and everybody around Him. He said that you earthly fathers, who of your children, when they ask you for bread, you give them stone. And when your children ask you for fish, you give them snake. And He says, how much more will your Heavenly Father take care of you? Do not worry whether you'll eat or where you'll get these things, because your Father in heaven takes care of you. Today you can depend on God for daily bread. Whether it's where you go to work and sometimes you're not getting enough, you can still depend on God. Or whether you're struggling in one way or another, you can still depend on God and tell Him, Father, give me the bread for today. Every moment when you turn to Him genuinely by faith, He's able to come through for you. This is the bread for today. May the Lord help you and help me, even as we depend on our Father to provide for us daily bread.